back again for another day, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to try to be installing every last hose and line that we need to get this car started, because we are getting really close, and if we can get this done, then it's just wiring left and we should be able to crank this over for the first time. So today, putting all the hose in. So there's been a lot that's been going on, keeping me busy. That's the reason that this has become a mess. I haven't really been able to work on it as much, but I'm just gonna run you guys through really quickly on all the hoses that need to be put on, and then we can just go ahead and dive right to it. So the biggest thing that needs to be done is the power steering. We have the reservoir here and the hose right here. I got a hose off a Nissan Maxima, which is this hose right here. It has a banjo bolt here and on this side, which will connect right in there. My finger's kind of pointing, you can kind of see it with the hole, and then down at the bottom, which is you can't really see, but we'll get to it. And then I also got a power steering hose right here, low pressure return line. That'll connect from the reservoir here all the way to the other side to the original 7M power cooler over there. So that will be set with that. Then I also got braided the stock turbo oil line from Drift Motion, and that's to replace the line that's originally there. It's a hard line already, but I don't have the right hose to connect all the way on the bottom, the big hose. So I couldn't really find one online, and I figured I might as well just get the whole Drift Motion braided line, so that way that's done. And I'm 99% sure that I don't need to do any fabricating before that. And if I do, well then I'll probably just find another hose, but that's that. That should be in. Aside from that, we have a couple heater hoses here, or heater core hoses, that'll connect to here and up here, and then another one on the far side over there. And then from there we have a radiator hose that goes underneath there. Need to trim this one back about a ½ an inch because it's just pushing too far back towards the gears because the radiator is a bit thicker. And aside from that, I think we're pretty much done. I also do have a new thermostat, or not a new one, but it's new to me-ish. No, it's not new to me, I've been using it before. I have one from Mishimoto that I got a while back for the 7M. When it was overheating, I got one that opens up at a cooler temperature, and I may go ahead and just pop that into the thermostat. I'll hop it in for the thermostat here, because it should be just a direct drop in if it's not, because I'm pretty sure they're the same. If it's not, then I'm just not going to worry about it. But that's that. I'm going to go ahead and probably set you guys down, jack up the car, and then just get rolling. First things first, we're going to knock the heater core hoses out of the way. So we have these two hoses right here. As I said before, one's going here to here, and the other one's going from there to, there's another hose down there. So these are the 7M hoses, but I'm pretty sure they'll be able to fit with just a little bit of trimming, so I'm going to set you guys down and we'll get those done. Got those heater hoses on, so this one just runs right up there, and then to the other side. This one just runs right here down to down there, which is great because I could just use the original hoses, which saves a bit of money, which is always handy, and just got to cut them off about a 1 inch at a time till they fit, and then made that happen. So next up, what we're going to tackle is let's do the turbo oil feed and return line. So down there, it's a bit underneath. I'll see if I can hop under the car. Actually, I can show you partly right here. So it's this line that goes down. That's part of the line there, and then it reaches all the way under there. You can't really see, so I'm just gonna hop under there. And okay, so there's no easy way to set up the camera to watch me film it, so I'm just gonna show you now, and then we'll cover afterwards. So that's the power steering line, but see this hose right here? This should connect, let me just take it off, to that right there, but that hose doesn't reach it, so I got a new thing. So pretty much I'm replacing this whole center part right here, taking that all out, unscrewing this line from the block, and then I'll replace that with the power steering, or not power steering, the oil feed line that I got from Drift Motion. So yeah, there's no awkward way or no smooth way that I could just show you guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and catch up and show you guys when it's finished. Alright, so we got our tractor intake on, but last thing I said is we were going to take care of the turbo oil line, and that took about a million years. So about 4 hours later, Carlos came over and saved the day, and we got the power steering hooked up, the heater core hoses hooked up, oil hooked up, radiator hooked up, and obviously the intake hooked up. So aside from that, I think the next thing we're actually going to tackle is the ECU, and fingers crossed we'll make some progress. I don't want to promise that it will start, but I mean, you could always hope for the best. So fingers crossed, we're gonna go ahead and give that a shot and just start hacking away. Sorry there isn't really much showing of what's going on, but we don't know what we're doing either, so it's great. So anyway, I'll catch you up, and if we ever try to start it, you will see that part. So catch you in a bit. There goes all my fuses. Yeah. With the French toast, dude. That's a fatal rip. Uh-oh. Alright, so we're back. It's another night. What happened last time is I goofed. So I thought that the mount for the alternator, or the positive, was actually a negative and a ground. So what happened is I plugged that in to the ground, which ended up just short-circuiting it, and so that's why there was that puff of smoke, and then yeah. So that's what that was. I short-circuited it. Luckily the fuse is just a wire. I'm gonna replace it, just solder in a new one. That'll be good. I went out and bought some 1-gauge wire. Let's see if I can show you my wire here. Of course, my battery's almost dead, but here's the wire. I got one mount here, I haven't put the other one on. And then right here, which is the alternator power, is gonna come here, connect to that. Then I'll connect that to another wire that's down there. I've kind of moved everything out. So that's that. And then I need to wire up some pins for the ECU. And then I'll show you guys that afterwards. Of course, the battery's dead and the SD card's almost full. And I'm not especially sure what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and set you guys down, let the battery charge, and then I'll catch up with you when I'm ready for the next step. There's noises! Wait, where's that coming from though? Right here. Alright, so I'm gonna end it here. What happened after that was pretty much that's where I hit a roadblock. I need to go do a bunch more research now and try to figure out some wiring. I think I'm on the right track though, fingers crossed. I think I got it figured out. I think there's one other wire that needs to go to the start in order to get it to click or to get it to start moving, and then I'll just have to check solenoids, make sure it's all good to go, and maybe we can get this cranked and get some starter fluid to get it going. So anyway, we're on the right path. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, do usual, dislike, unsubscribe, leave a hate in the comments, guys. Bye.